welcome to another video of Shut on Rajesh. First of all, I'd like to tell you that today we are in a new office. As you can see, we'll be doing a behind the scenes and everything video soon. So we are planning a lot of fun content for this. But now let's move on to the fun product that we have today. That is the Surface Pro 8. One thing that I don't understand about companies is why do they launch the product so late in India? Like I remember the Surface Pro 8 was launched somewhere around I think when iPhones came. So I think September or October, and it was available in US from the same day, but in India it's available like from today itself. It goes live. I think the pre-booking was announced probably 15 or 20 days ago, and it goes live from today. So we finally have the product with us, and let's start with unboxing it. This is my first Surface Pro device, and I'm looking forward to actually experiencing, Microsoft's take on Windows and how they have managed the hardware part, because they're a software company. So let's see how it goes. But let's first see what is there in the box, and let's first unbox the product. So here is the unboxing of the Surface Pro 8, and I have also gotten the new Surface Pro X keyboard. So I think this was also launched alongside with the new Surface Pro 8. So I'll be keeping this aside for a while. Let's first check what we get in a box. These days unboxing is quite boring of the product, but laptops still have that charm left. And I am okay. Actually, the store had opened this up, so they have messed the placement, and let me just cool. So let me keep this on the side, and let's see what we have here in the box. This is, I think, some manuals. This is Surface Pro 8. Nobody reads any of these, so I still don't understand why companies are still giving this and not saving paper. But anyway, moving on, we do get a charger. Getting a charger in the box these days is a very happy coincidence, like finding a unicorn. And here are the chargers. Microsoft actually uses its own proprietary charger. So this is the power brick, and this is the power cable. Here goes the proprietary connector. This is, I think, Microsoft Connect or something, which Microsoft likes to call it, but it's good. I prefer charging it via a different charger than USB-C, because USB-C is a little fragile. I don't think there is anything inside this. So let me keep this box on the side, and let me quickly show you the device. Okay, so here is the device. I have not even set it up. Okay, the in-hand feeling of this is good. So here is the device, and let me quickly check. Okay, the in-hand feeling is good. Like it feels robust in hand. And two USB-C cables on the side, one power button, this is here, and we also get one micro SD card slot. These are air vents, so this has proper air ventilation. Here are the volume buttons and 3.5 mm jack. So on the stand, it is in my first impressions, this device is pretty good, looks very good. And I'll quickly set it up. Meanwhile, I'll also show you the cover. Let me put this on the side. So now let's see the keyboard cover. This is actually second time I'm using this. So I have used the Surface Pro X previously. This is my first, Surface Pro laptop come tablet come two-in-one device, whatever you want to call it. Here is the keyboard. It's in the same black color, Microsoft branding on the bottom. Pretty plain design. The keys look good to type for now. I'll show you everything when I will be going ahead with setting it up and other things. And nothing else in the box. Pretty expected. So now let's quickly set this up, and let's see how the device is, and should you buy one or not. So as we saw with the unboxing and everything, and I also set up the device. I haven't used the device for a long time, but I think I have had time, like 2 hours, to play with it. I'll try to make a full video also, but this is kind of my initial impressions, and should you buy it or not, and for which type of audience this device is. So Microsoft has really improved on the screen front. 120 hertz is something that we all are getting used to with our iPhones, with our MacBook Pros now, and a lot of displays that we use day-to-day life are 120 hertz, and all the Android phones almost. So it's pretty interesting to see it coming in Windows also, because usually Windows machines either have 60 hertz that on normal laptop, or have, let's say 360 or 240 hertz or 144 hertz, but that's on the gaming laptops. That's not on simple normal laptops that we use and in day to day life that people use. But now it's coming to Windows, and Microsoft, I think, is the primary one to use this in this type of a laptop, and this form factor, to be honest. And the screen is beautiful, like the screen quality, the resolution, the refresh rate, everything is perfect and everything works well. I don't think you can edit a video on this type of a device, like not a professional video editing, I don't think you can do, but still it's a good device overall when it comes to photo editing, light photo editing, even light video editing also. I think the i7 or the i9 variant can do that. Mine is a i5 variant because that is the one that I was getting today. Else I would have to wait, and it's all about creating content and creating video on time when the product is available, so that we can help you out in deciding what to buy. So in my overall experience, the screen is very, very beautiful. The screen sign is perfect too. I think Microsoft should come up with something, like Surface Pro Max or something where they have a 15-inch model, because I'm honestly a big tablet guy. I'm looking forward to the S8 Ultra that Samsung has launched. But for now, the screen is perfect, and they have significantly reduced the bezels on the side. The top and bottom bezels are still there, but it's reduced compared to last year. It is reduced a lot. And also, this device in general feels like a next gen device, because Microsoft has kept the design same in a long time. So they have kind of changed it, tweaked it a little, and improved on the points where there were issues with the device. So they have fixed it, and I think I really like it. Now, when a software company makes a hardware product, we usually are very skeptical about it. But Microsoft has done a great job with the build quality. It feels like a very premium device in your hand. It does charge a premium price too, like the one that I have is approximately 1,21,000, and with the keyboard cover, it will go approximately 1,34,000 rupees. So overall, it's build qualities. I don't have any complaints with it, and they have also added, I think, expandable storage, so you can upgrade it via that. Now, moving on to the performance part, this is where things get a little messy, because one, this is not a pro grade machine. So if you are looking at this, compact performance in this type of a machine, it's not possible, at least on Intel or AMD chips right now. So if you want something that is, very portable, you have to either go to the MacBook Pro 13 M1 MacBook Pro or MacBook Air if you want ultra portability, because that's a very thin and light laptop. But it's not present, according to me, at this time on any Intel or AMD platforms. They are improving significantly, but the problem now is that this is still based on 11th gen Intel processors, and Intel has already launched 12th gen processor, and I have not tested 12th generation, but as far as I can see with the reviews of other creators and other tech reviewers, it is significantly better than 11th generation, because they have changed and tweaked lots of things. So in single core performance, 12th generation, lots of processors are even beating the M1 series processor in single core performance. So that is, I think, a big achievement for Intel, but we are not going to experience that in Surface Pro 8, because it still comes with only 11th generation. 11th generation is a great processor that way when compared to 10th. They have improved lots of things, instant wake, instant sleep with the Evo platform. Lots of things have improved, but it's still not comparable to, let's say, a MacBook Air. A MacBook Air, which is technically a fanless device, can still outrun a Surface Pro 8, even the top spec Surface Pro 8, in any work task, because I have edited 4K video shot on this camera, which is Sony A7S III, and it had no issues editing it. Like when you put layers, etc., it will have some issues, but not generally. It can handle very easily. So performance is again a little dicey. So basically, if you are someone who is just using the laptop, or I don't know, I can't call it a laptop. Basically, tablet makes more sense. Let's call it a two-in-one. So if you are using it, in reading mails, replying to people, Chrome, entertainment, for that purpose, it's good, because screen, as I mentioned earlier, is also very beautiful. So I don't think you will have issues with that. But when it comes to serious performance, I don't think I can recommend you this device. You have to either look at some other options from Windows, or you can go to MacBooks, which in my opinion is perfect device for anyone looking for any heavy task and have no issues in using Mac. One thing I really like about the Surface is the placement of the camera, because when iPads were invented, they were a landscape device, and now it's a portrait. So the camera placement on the sides causes lots of issues in video calls, because you're looking at the screen and you're not focusing on the person because the camera is placed at side, so it gets a little awkward to talk on video calls. That thing first Microsoft has resolved because the camera is placed on top. And also Microsoft has added Windows Hello feature, which I think was there in previous generations too, but as I'm using it for the first time, it's very good. I think this is the best Windows Hello hardware I have used on any Windows laptop till now. I've used in a lot of devices, Alienware and ZenBook Duo, which videos will be coming soon, and they were not up to that mark. Like, you always had issues, but Microsoft has figured it out and it's really good. I wish Apple could add that to MacBooks and change the camera position in iPad, but that's a rant for a different video. But in Surface Pro 8, it works great. I have no complaints there. The camera, because it's a tablet, so it also has a camera at back. I don't think it makes any sense to add camera to such a huge device. But people use it to scan something or for those things. I think that is good. So it's a normal average camera, nothing great there, but it gets the work done of scanning documents and everything else. In my opinion, if someone gives me the choice to build a perfect two-in-one, I would go with Microsoft's vision. What Microsoft has planned, that how should a tablet computer look like with Apple Silicon's raw power and raw processing strength, because Apple Silicon is still light years ahead of competition, and there's no, I don't think there's even a point to compare. Even the MacBook Air, the M1 MacBook Air, which is technically, I think, almost 2 years old now, to something like 11th or even 12th gen processors, because it's very efficient and way better. There's no comparison. But other than that, I think Microsoft has gotten it right when it comes to figuring out how a tablet computer should look like. One thing that I really like is that it has a kickstand built into it, because my biggest gripe with iPad is that if I am not using a cover or a keyboard cover, because most of the time I use my laptop to type. So if I am using a keyboard cover on the iPad, I always have to watch something with the keyboard cover on, which is kind of takes space and everything, and you're not that comfortable while you're sleeping or using it on your bed. So stuff like that. Other than that, I like the kickstand part of the tablet, and it's pretty good. Now let's come to the conclusion. In my opinion, if you are in the market who is looking for a premium, good looking and very beautiful screened Windows device, it's a perfect product. You don't have to look anywhere else. But when it comes to other competition, I think Dell makes better laptop. XPS series is very good, and it's a it's not two-in-one, but it's a good laptop. I think if after MacBooks or even before MacBooks, I love Dell's design. XPS series is crazy, and with the XPS 13 Plus or something like that, it's again going to be a lot better. I'm not saying that it's a bad device, but there are other ulterior options available at this price range, so you can definitely check them out too. But it's overall a decent product. In my opinion, it's the best Surface yet made by Microsoft, but it's still not a best two-in-one, not a best tablet also, but it's the best Surface Microsoft has ever made. And I think they still need to fix a lot of things, but they are going in the right direction. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing a t-shirt written Musafir, so this is our own clothing line that we have launched, and you can find the link in the description, and you can order, and let me know in the comments if you want me to do a giveaway on YouTube with the t-shirts or anything else. Thank you so much.